How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Good Night Story, a series that hasn't had an episode since sometime back in July, and even then it only ever actually had 2 episodes. That was way back when the channel was first getting Graham Games series, and it was the first ever mobile game, and so there's a lot of reasons it was like experimental. I think that's why there was only ever 2 episodes, but anyways, I had a long day, was looking for something quick to record, and it's always bothered me that it was only 2 episodes and it got cut off so abruptly. I was meant to come back to it. I eventually decided, it's not worth it. And all of a sudden today I decided, sure, why the fuck not? To catch you guys up, I've just been weaving my way through here. It's one of those types of games where you drag gems around to connect them to attack things. I am a drunken knight who woke up one night and started kind of piecing together his evening. We recently discovered that through this bar that I drunkenly stole the dragon's gem, and the dragon stole the princess as revenge. I recently acquired a cleaver. I upgraded it a couple times. This is not the same save file as I had before. I just played back to the same point. So the goal of this one, collect 4 meats. Oh right, and I have a power-up, which I don't even think I used last time. I got it and then moved on to the next episode. And so you can see I gotta just basically connect these guys to attack the monsters. You bet that ogre you could eat 4 meats before he knocked you out. I also apparently, while I was wasted, I made a bunch of like random dumb bets with people and insulted a lot of people. I did a lot of bad things. I'm not a good knight. I'd say it's a bit of a misnomer. I'm not a very good knight. I'm a bit of a drunken dickhead, it would seem. He looks big, hungry, and angry. And this little leprechaun, he follows me around and tells me what I'm doing. I don't know if he's actually properly been explained. You might have also said he hits like a fairy. I really know how to just like cut down the core of people. I'm always issuing these like horrible insults. So when this number 9 goes down to 0, that's when he'll attack me. And so I think I just gotta drop these meats down because he has infinite health. I don't actually fight him. So I guess I just gotta break these away. I'm just trying to eyeball it to see if I can get a big enough chain that passes through 2 blocks. I'm a genius. So look at all that damage I do to his infinite health. Completely worth it. And these obviously heal you, but I'm just doing it just for the sake of breaking those blocks away. And I can do this big, huge shield combo, just break those away. Now I can focus on getting the meat out of my way. These guys, I think just when you click them, they just kind of explode. Oh, maybe that counts as collected meat. I'm kind of risking that here. Oh, I thought it might spread across, explode them, and count as collected meat. I feel a little bit robbed from that, actually, because I thought that seemed like a really good plan. Apparently the game didn't think so. It's just me. You should be focusing a lot harder on eating meat than trying to beat this giant fucking Shrek creature. He's got little Shrek ears. You shouldn't really be focusing your energy on attacking him. You should be focusing on eating meat as quickly as humanly possible, because this guy is going to bash your brains in. When he attacks, he's presumably going to do a fuckload of damage. So I kind of want to keep a supply of shields somewhere easily accessible. Shit, I can't. Oh fuck, I can't actually connect those. That's very not useful to me. Oh, that was a bad spot. It kind of broke up my shield combo there. Bring it back around, bring it back together. Oh, look at this. I can drop a meat and make a killer shield combo, but I'll do that on the next turn. Because right now I just gotta focus on getting these meats lined up somewhere, because now he's gonna attack me. Now it's at 0, now is an attack turn. Let me see. Oh, did I fuck up my shields again? It's hard to look. I think I just broke that a little bit. I think I could have made a better combo just 1 turn earlier. Fuck. I'm stupid. I was focusing on the wrong things there. Alright, how much is he gonna do? Is he not gonna attack me? Did I waste my turn? Was that not the right turn to be doing that? Oh no. Oh no. I really hope I didn't. No. Oh, just 1 attack. This guy, he does hit like a fairy. Look how massive he is. And that was all he could do. He didn't put a lot of effort into there. Maybe he deserved that insult. Like, I don't know. Obviously, my drunken mind was aware of something that the sober mind is not. Yeah, when you use those crisscrossing exploding things, you use the items that get carried away in. So I think he did like several attacks there, probably because it was like it captured several green things, several blue things, several red things for the different attack gems or whatever. I want to see how much damage I can do here, because this looks like the longest chain I've probably ever made before. Oh, that's crazy. That's so much damage that I have to waste. It's so depressing to just drop it back down to 0 like that. Oh, come on, I'm so close. Oh, there we go. Now in this one I got it. Now I can wolf down that entire T-bone ham thing, which is that honestly a real piece of meat? I feel like I only ever see it in the Flintstones and goofy cartoon things, and like Garfield takes them and eats them all in one bite and strips the bone clean or whatever, but I don't think that's a meal that I've ever personally eaten. Is weird on the bone cylinder ham. Is it supposed to be a leg? Is that a pig leg? I've definitely never eaten a pig leg. Alright, level up though. Let's see what we can claim. 3 stars? Of course it was 3 stars. I did great. I did fantastic. I am lacking in attack. I could have better attack. Let's comb back over here. I don't know if they still add to this game. I think I remember checking this before. 125. I think that's as far as it always went. So I think 125 has always been the end destination. I don't think they actually add to the game, which makes sense for this because there is much more of a storyline than there is these types of games. Like Candy Crush, you can infinitely just keep adding levels, right? Because nothing changes. Here they have unique bosses and characters and dialogue and exchanges and everything, right? See, I'm really hesitant to cast my fireball because it says I only have one of them, and it costs a shitload of money. So I gotta save it for some time when there's actually a lot of enemies and it feels like it's worth using. It seems like it'd be so easy to waste. Pro tip, those crisscross explosion things used cleverly can make attacks and defend in a single turn. Don't pander to me, Mr. Leprechaun. I am clever enough to have eventually figured that out on my own. I don't need you to point it out to me just because I am apparently wasted at all given times and forget major doings in my life, including the taunting of big ogres and the whatever it was, the stealing of the gems. The Good Knight part of the Good Knight story is more, I think, having to do with the fact that he's blackout drunk all the time, and so they call him the Good Knight because he's just always passing out on the floor. It has nothing to do with him or his quality of character. You guys probably noticed or remember if you watched this fucking 5 months ago or whatever, there's the little quad square up there that this guy is purple, and so when I connect the green gems it does more, and it's if I were to connect purple it does significantly less than it normally would, and so it's always worth it to try and do the advantage, and it's like hardly ever worth it to just do the matching combination because it does so much less damage than normal. There I'm doing it just for example's sake. This guy, he's pretty cool. This is a new enemy type. I like his kind of billowy, cool robe thing he's got going on there. But he also just has a farting staff. I don't really know if I'm a big fan of the Staff of Farts. That's a pretty uncool weapon. I mean, this guy probably looks so angry because he also doesn't have a nose. I was thinking it's probably a relatively effective weapon, but he's got to smell it all day that he uses it, so it's like a bit of a trade-off. But he looks like he's probably just magically or surgically removed his nose, and I think that's a smart decision if you're going to use a fart staff as your weapon. But I'm going to use farts to fight farts. I feel like that's going to be the most effective strategy here. He'll never see it coming. He'll think that his fart staff cloud is so thick that no other horrible stench will ever penetrate it. But then he's never met the fierce wall of fog that is the Good Knight's next morning beer farts. Those are just unpleasant in so many ways. It's funny that it makes you attack the chest because it literally doesn't matter. As long as you can make a chain of 3, it counts. You don't have to do a particular number of damage. Ooh, I got a new gift though. By the luck of the leprechaun. Just more attack, more damage. I always if it gave me the choice I tend to upgrade my attack anyways, so when I get it as a freebie, I'm a fan of that too. Although really I think I need to start putting more into defense and health, because it's really... it doesn't seem very wise how open to attacks I seem to have generally left myself. Fuck off with your fireball sales pitch, okay? I get it. You really want me to buy a fireball, but I just don't need it right now. So I'd appreciate if you quit cramming it down my throat at every given opportunity. I'm probably not gonna buy it anytime soon. And I think I can probably finish this guy. I can finish this guy off before he even gets a chance to attack. I always like that. The game seems to... I assume this is on purpose, that they tried to balance it in such a way that, like, this guy attacks in 4 turns, average to above average combinations will generally kill him in 4 turns. I think they tried to balance things in that way, and if they did a really good job. If they didn't try to do that, it just worked out really well. Ay caramba! Because he's got so many eyes. You see? Do you get it? Ay caramba. I don't actually know what ay caramba means, so maybe there's less of a joke there than I think there is, and it's just the fact that they both just have the word I. No shit, that does no damage. It's not worth it at all. I wish there was a handy way to clear these out of the way. It's almost worth doing this just to get one of these explosivos, and then on one turn I can do an attack and a couple shields in one turn when I need to. So probably. Oh, I think I just realized how I did that wrong a little while ago. I thought that when it hit 0, so like this round he would attack. I think it hits 0 and then he attacks. Let's test this theory. So it'll go to 0, he won't attack, and now he'll attack. I totally did that wrong earlier. I thought something went fucky. My brain went fucky. It was my fault. All right, let's try and do a sweet attack defend combo here. I wish I had a better idea of the type of damage that this thing did, but because that was pretty pathetic. I defended that so easily, and I'm wasted. So if you're having trouble, if you have the tactical advantage of having like 14 eyes and the guy you're fighting is drunk or hungover, and you can't even do a scratch to him, then I think you need to rethink your tactics. Or maybe you just might not be a fighter. You just might not be the fighting type. Not everyone's the fighting type. You could be the loving type. Or I'm sure what's a good job that would be for someone with a shitload of eyes? You'd be like a traffic cop or something. You'd be able to keep an eye on every intersection at once. You'd see a lot of incoming dangers. You think you'd be good at that? You could be an editor at a local newspaper. I don't know if your brain can process all that at once, but if you're reading like 3 different papers at once, you'd be pretty valuable. Shit, I should have been focusing on trying to pick out a better attack there. Let's see if I can kill him with fart attacks, since he's strong against them. Just to kind of rub it in his face a little bit, just to rub it in his eyeballs. And let's see what delicious treasures lie in wait. The shield power-up. So is that going to be another thing that I have to buy, like the fucking fireball? Is it going to keep trying to sell it to me on a regular basis? Because I don't know if I really want it. Yeah, 2 defense, that's probably not doing a whole lot for me, so I think I better up the defense a little bit. Can't buy the mace because it's super expensive. The game gave me a lot of money up front, and then I spent it on a couple cleaver upgrades, and I'm totally broke. You know, I kind of was thinking almost of just sitting back down and playing this for one more episode just to kind of finish it off, so it wasn't sitting there at 2 episodes after all this time, because there's something about that was just irritating me. I might keep playing more of it. Why not? Just get into it a little. I seem to like to have fun creating weird backstories and stuff for the creatures in this game, so I like to expand on like the minimal story that they have going here. That's fun. That's been a fun part of playing this series for me, so I wouldn't mind doing some more of that. So what do you know? Good Night Story, probably sticking around for at least a couple more episodes. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again soon.